Hello YouTube, it's eHomie420 here today, and I'm going to be showing you guys a video of my modded Gamecube. I just recently installed a Xeno GC mod chip in it, as well as an SD2SP2. This is a little adapter that has a micro SD card slot on it, and it goes in the serial port 2 on the bottom of the Gamecube. Not all Gamecube models have the serial port 2, but the one that I have does have the serial port 2, so I picked this up, and I got myself a Swiss boot disk as well, with this and a Xeno GC mod chip, and all together it was like, I want to say around 12 bucks from eBay, and it took like a week to ship, so it was pretty worth it. But yeah, I got this 32 gigabyte micro SD card on there as well. I got a 2-pack of these micro SD cards for, it was like $15. So yeah, as you can see here, I added a little bit of solder onto the front pads because I felt like my chip, or I felt like my specific board wasn't making a good enough contact. But come to find out, it was actually just the SD card that I was using wasn't reading properly. So when I changed the SD cards to this 32 gigabyte SD card, I was previously using a SanDisk 64 gigabyte. It just wasn't reading properly. It was something to do with the compatibility issues. I guess the SD card wasn't working properly with the SD2SP2, as well as it wasn't like initializing with Swiss. So when I changed the micro SD card out, my issue was fixed. But the solder on there also helps ensure that the chip is like steady in there. However, if you were to add solder onto yours as well and you put too much solder onto the pads, then that can damage the pins on the inside of the serial port 2. It could put too much pressure on the pins, but as you can see here, mine, I didn't really put too much at all. I just kind of coated it on so it could keep extra secure in the console. So here, I'm just going to go over to the console itself, place the SD2SP2 in there like so, into the serial port 2 at the bottom of the console, put the little cover back on there, get my TV to initialize back on the AV. If we flip the console back over, go ahead and open it here, and there I have my Swiss boot disk. So since I have the Xeno GC installed, the boot disk will just boot right up. Gonna go ahead and connect to the controller. Power on the Gamecube. There we go. Swiss has booted up. So I can go down to my ROMs folder here, which is where I have all my games. Click A on that, and here is all my games. So yeah, any one of these I can just click A on, and I have have it enabled to where it'll bring up the settings menu or whatever. Press A to boot the game, B exit, Y to set cheats, and X for the settings. I'm just gonna press B because I don't want to exit, or I don't want to launch Animal Crossing. I'm gonna go down to Super Mario Sunshine and launch that. So press A on Super Mario Sunshine, press A again to boot it. And I'm just going to show you guys how well this thing actually performs. It works pretty flawlessly actually, for most games that I've tested. I was playing Super Mario Sunshine for about an hour yesterday. Cutscene loads flawlessly. Go ahead and skip it. No sound or video issues whatsoever. It looks amazing, honestly. Doesn't really necessarily look amazing, but it performs amazing. So yeah, I mean this SD2SP2 actually performs very well coupled with the Xeno GC Modchip and Swiss. So yeah, I just wanted to make a little quick review on my experience with this specific chip itself, the Xeno GC Modchip and the SD2SP2 serial, or not the serial, the adapter. So yeah, go ahead and if you press the reset button, it will just reset the game to the home screen. So go ahead and turn off the power it back on. Sometimes my console has issues booting it, so I have to turn the console off, give it a second for the disc to stop spinning, turn it back on again. Now I think this issue may be caused by a POT error with the laser, but I mean, if I can just simply reset the console and have it work perfectly fine, then that's exactly what I'm going to do every time, because there's no sense in me taking apart the console again and soldering more stuff. Unless I end up needing to do that, then I'm just going to leave it as it is. Anyways, guys, this has been eHome420, and I'm out.